Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is the Thomas's Dasher Stories YouTube channel, where I give stories of my prior experiences on being a DoorDash driver, prior experiences that I've had while dashing, also some tips and tricks and rants and raves and all that other sort of good stuff. Anyways, thank you for tuning in. I'm Thomas. I'm going to give you some stories. Actually, it's going to be more of a rant and rave and a tips and tricks sort of day, actually. What I wanted to talk about today was the issues I've been running into with shop and deliver orders. I'm sure everyone's ran into these issues. You go into a shop and deliver order and the item's not available and the customer asked to be contacted about substitutions, and then you have to contact the customer, see what they'd like substituted, and you either substitute or refund the item depending on what their choice is. One of the problems I've ran into recently on these, and this is not an issue that I run into on smaller shop and deliver orders, but mainly these are on the ones that are probably 10 items or more. Today, in fact, I had a shop and deliver order that was a 15 item offer and started off really good. I think I got 5 or 6 items. I got about 5 or 6 items down the list before I just started having one thing after another not being available. I believe first it was, and it's always just, you know, sometimes it's just so frustrating how it is the item, but it's not the item at the same time. So I believe the first start of run of not being able to find anything was a corn dog, mini corn dogs. They wanted, like, basically it was the weight, and the weight of the box would have been, it was a 40 pack. Well, they didn't have 40 packs, they had 20 packs. So I had to text customer and said they have a smaller size, but they do have the mini corn dogs. I said, yes, you can substitute it. Second item was they wanted like a 24-ounce thing of chicken strips. There was a 18-ounce thing of chicken strips. I had to text them again. They texted me back to replace that. And these are not, give or take, sometimes the customers don't have the in-app chat set up, so you can still, it gives the prompt as to what, it gives the automated message and says, hello, this is Thomas from DoorDash, or whoever from DoorDash working on your order. This item, etc., and it lists the item and the net weight, etc., or the quantity is not in stock. Would you like a substitution? And then you can take a picture. Well, this customer had the in-app feature, chat feature, so basically all I was doing was just texting them back and forth. So I had to text them about the corn dogs, had to text them about the chicken strips. Okay, got those taken care of. 2 liters of Diet Dr. Pepper, not available. No 2 liters of Diet Dr. Pepper. I had to text them a third time. And then I had to go find a variety pack, 12-pack variety pack. 4 Chips Ahoy, 4 Oreos, 4 Nutter Butters. Got all other sorts of, they got a 12-pack of Chips Ahoy, they got a 12-pack of Oreos, but they don't have a 12-pack of all 4 combined. I had to text the customer again. Luckily, I believe that was the last time I had to, but that was 1, 2, 3, 4 items in a row where I had to just continually text the customer saying they don't have this, they don't have this, they don't have this, they don't have this. Luckily, they responded and I was able to get substitutions made. But that's no fun. You know, that's no fun on me to have to constantly be texting the customer every 2 minutes. That's not fun for the customer to have them being texted, for them to be texted every 2 minutes. It's like, hey, I chose this route to get my groceries, so I didn't have to be worried about the process of shopping for them. Just is what it is. Also, too, I had another shop and deliver order today, which is also weird, is you get You get seasonal items that people can still order, which obviously the store does not have in stock anymore. I've had deliveries asking me to pick up Easter candy in June. Today I had a shop and deliver where they wanted red, white, and blue Hershey's. Well, that's from the 4th of July. There's no red, white, and blue Hershey bars in the store, and coming up on October here. So I tried to text the customer, and I was having a lot of issues. I think that just being inside where I was in the store, I don't think they had really great service in there. So I was just gonna replace the items with a 6-pack of just regular Hershey bars, instead of just refunding them. And I couldn't. I'm like, let me text them before and see if that's okay. Well, I couldn't get to text them. And I just made the executive decision to just swap out the red, white, and blue bars for regular Hershey chocolate bars. Hope they were happy. Anyway, so those are the issues I ran into with some shop and deliver orders today. All of my restaurant orders are pretty good for the most part today. Getting really weird vibes from some restaurant workers some days. Some days are different than others. I straight up had a lady roll her eyes. I don't know if she rolled them at me or at the situation or whatever, but I mean, she straight up just rolled her eyes when I walked in. I had to order for a little cafe, and I go to this cafe often. I'm, very pleasant every time I go in there. I enjoy picking up for them. And in fact, I've seen this lady a lot of times, and walk in and, hey, how are you doing this morning? She goes, good, thank you, blah, 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 exchange pleasantries, and I tell her, hi, I'm just here to pick up a DoorDash order for so-and-so, and like right in front of me, she rolls her eyes and goes to grab the order, and I'm just thinking in my head, like, what the F? Like, man, I came in here with no attitude, like, it's the start of the week where I'm really trying to work on myself as a person when it comes to like temper and stressing out about things, But anyway, I was kind of like, what the F, man, But I just, let it slide. And then she came back. She goes, all right, here you go. Thank you. Have a great day. She was very nice when she talked to me. So like I said, I don't know what she was rolling her eyes at. Maybe it had nothing to do with me at all. And I just happened to see it. I don't know. Last thing I want to talk about today is I've been doing a little more roadie orders lately. And I don't particularly know if I like it or not. Don't really want to say that I dislike it. But I'm also flat out not going to say that I like it either. Mainly, I do a lot of prescription drop-offs on there. And a lot of the times they go to a nursing home. And my biggest issue with this is there's really no support or help once you've picked up the prescription. The pickups are easy. It's just once you have it picked up and you go off to drop off the prescription, you're just kind of figure it out on your own, buddy. You have an address. But once you've picked up the prescription, you cannot see the patient's name anymore. And a lot of times under your delivery, on your overview for your delivery, it'll say where you picked up and it'll say where you're dropping off. And I don't know if it's the person who ordered the prescription for the patient or if it's the doctor, or I don't know what it is, but it just has a first name and the first name's not the patient name. It says you're delivering to just a first name, but really it's the patient's name. So I had that issue where I walked into one place and said I had an order for so and so, and everyone in there in this place is looking at me like, no, we don't have that person. And I go, oh, they're looking at me like I'm some sort of idiot and this. And I tried to remember. I was like, think. I go, it says I'm delivering to so and so, but the patient's name is this. And they go, oh, okay. So I realized, I go, okay, it's something to where it's the doctor or the person ordering it. I don't know, but it's not the patient. So I knew that from that experience that just go in there and say the patient's name. The only problem with that is once you pick up the prescription, the app does not list the patient's name anymore. It just lists the first name of the person, of the doctor or whoever the person is that ordered the prescription. So you just have to remember the patient's. You just kind of have to remember the patient's name in your head when you get to the senior citizen home. Also, too, I had an issue today where my last delivery of the day was, well, I had finished up doing DoorDash and I was going to drive up to this one town and see if I could get any orders there. And I opened up the Roadie app and saw that there was a delivery from one town going to the town I was already going to on my way home. So I took that. Issue with the GPS was basically there's a court and a road that are in the same area and they share the same name. And for some reason, the app directed me to the court and directed me to a completely wrong person's house. I straight up trespassed on these people's houses. I thought that's where it was. Walked into their gate and I couldn't find where the front door was because of the way this house was. And eventually I saw some people over, I kind of had to wave them down and say, hey, is this address? And guy's like, no, this is not this address. This is this address. I've been paying the mortgage here for 22 years. I know what this address. Cool, dude. Congratulations. Do you want a cookie? I'm just trying to do my job. I'm sorry to inconvenience you, but the GPS led me here. I understand it's definitely not the right place, but, I'm sorry I inconvenienced you at home, but, drop the attitude, pal. I didn't say that, but in the back of my head, I'm just like, dude, drop the attitude. Like, I don't need to know you've paid mortgage here for 22 years. Like, congratulations. Yay. But also too, then I have no way to call anybody. I have no way to call the patient. I have no way to call this 70, 80-year-old lady that lives in a nursing home to see, hey, where am I at? Where am I going with this? Luckily, I was able to figure it out, but yeah, I'm not really 100% sure that I really like the Roadie app. We'll just have to see. Maybe I'll have to do different deliveries. Maybe I'll have to do some Home Depots or something like that. I don't know. I don't really have a Home Depot car. Well, I don't have Home Depot cars, I should say. I'm sure I can make the Buick a Home Depot car. It's got a lot of room and some trunk space. I could probably do some like medium to large sized Home Depot orders in my Buick, but yeah, we'll just have to see. I'm gonna keep trying it out. That's why DoorDash is my main source of income, and I have Roadie as secondary supplemental income. Anyways, thank you for thank you for tuning into the video today. If you stayed all the way to the end, you know the drill. Thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe, all that good stuff. This has been Thomas's Dasher Stories, and I will see you guys in the next video.